We came, we saw, we conquered. We did the Golden Globes maybe about a month and a half ago, and here we are again, Red and Red Real Reviews. Another live reaction show, this one to the SAG Awards, which for the first time not airing on a major network. It's streaming on Netflix.
Yeah, so this will be interesting because they were just talking about, Idris Elba was just saying, we can swear, but not Succession level swearing. So he was making a joke about that. So I guess they will swear, maybe?
Yeah. That's right. They don't have to appease any FCC broadcast regulations, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess people, when they're making acceptance speeches, they can kind of be a little more themselves. They don't have to censor themselves, but we'll see.
Yeah. The what do we got here? Looks like Meryl Streep's on stage. I guess we'll just fart around a little bit till we actually get an award.
Oh, I heard that they were doing a Devil Wears Prada reunion.
Oh, is that what's going on here?
Meryl Streep. Oh no, yeah, Meryl Streep was the main.
Yeah, no, Meryl Streep was, Anne Hathaway, and the other chick, is that Emily Blunt?
Emily Blunt, I love her dress. Anne Hathaway looks really good too.
Emily Blunt was in Devil Wears Prada?
Yeah, she was the rude, mean, stuck-up coworker.
I didn't see, but for some reason I also had in my head that there were multiple Devil Wears Prada, so that shows how much I know.
Well, I mean, it was out 20 years ago, so.
Hey, well, 20 years ago is still in the 21st century, so.
Yeah.
Shush.
Oh, male actor in a comedy series. So this is where.
Oh, they're getting right into this, aren't they?
This is where the Ted Lasso face-off is.
Yeah. It's Beard and Ted both going at it for the same category.
Oh, Bill Hader.
Yeah, Barry. So I got on the Barry train later. I guess technically you did too.
I did too, but I heard a lot of people saying online, like, "Oh yeah, the last season of Barry was not that good," but I enjoyed it for the most part. There were maybe like 1 or 2 episodes I wasn't crazy about, but I thought overall it was good.
The only problem I had the last one, it didn't feel like a comedy. Like it felt more drama. It felt more I don't want to say suspense, but
drama.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a comedy to me. Whereas the rest of the series, it actually had more of a comedy feel. So it kind of lost me a little bit. It was still good, but just good in a different way and not in the same way that the rest.
Well, that's the same thing with The Bear, honestly. And we talked about this, the fact that series will try to ensure that they win. So even though they're more of a drama, they'll submit for a comedy category or vice versa, basically in a ploy to win.
Yeah,
and I knew he was going to win.
Here's our first repeat. Here's our first repeat. We were talking about this.
Yeah, usually the other award shows, they all kind of like, it's usually, except for a few rare cases, it's mostly the same winner that won the Golden Globe and won the BAFTA and all that stuff. So it's kind of no surprise. I mean, he really, he did deserve it. Is The Bear a comedy though? I don't really know that I agree with that. I think it's more of a drama than anything else.
I mean, it's funny because it's kind of no more a comedy than Barry was.
They're both not true comedies, I would say.
Yeah. Look at these awards. Is this what they always look like? Never actually watched the SAGs before.
Oh, is he talking directly to him?
To Richie?
Yeah, I forget the actor's name. He really could have deserved to win for me too. I loved him. I loved his character this most recent season.
Yeah. Especially when he went through the whole the transformative process he went through when he had to go to that upscale restaurant.
And yes.
I thought that was weird because I kind of had this impression in my head that was him. That was like a future tense of beef. well, I guess it's not beef; it's the bear. But the new restaurant's called the Bear. But like beef bear, whatever. Like I had in my head that they were like jumping into the future and showing
Mm.
Richie at the restaurant. And then as obviously as it went along, it's like, oh, Carmi sent him on assignment, kind of.
Yeah, it was like quite a transformation. It was almost like hard to believe, but I love I love that arc for him.
What's this guy's name?
Oh, Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
I
Talk about a guy
I
that's typecast right now.
I really want to watch. He's in a romantic comedy called Anyone But You with Sydney Sweeney. I don't know if you know who she is. You'd probably see her and be like, "Oh yeah, I know who she is," or
Yeah.
I know her boobs anywhere. You know what I mean, or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a lot of rumors that like they were really had something going on when they were making that movie, and I don't know. I think he's adorable. I want to see that movie, so I'm gonna watch that probably.
That's what do we got? What do we got? They're just ripping and rolling with these awards. These are no setup here.
Yeah, well, it's only 2 hours, and there's no commercials with this live broadcast, so
Yeah.
they're just kind of getting right to it.
Yeah. This was
Painkiller.
I just watched the first 2 episodes of this, and very, very good so far.
Yeah, what about Tiny Beautiful? What did you think of Tiny Beautiful Things? I was kind of conflicted with the whole thing.
I think that's another one. I just watched, got the first 2 in, and that one I could kind of see where they're going. I'm intrigued to see how the show progresses, but yeah, so far through at least through 2, it's
There were a lot of things that annoyed me and that made me mad, but this Belle Powley,
this
she was
was
fantastic.
this series was this series was so good.
It
A
was
Small
really
Light, and
yes.
it's weird because it's uh technically a National Geographic
Yeah.
series, but it's on Disney Plus because Disney owns them.
That's what I saw when I was trying to find what network it was on or to watch it. I was
Yeah.
surprised, but it was so well done. I wish more people knew about it.
What do we got in
Ali
two for
Wong.
two?
Yeah, I
Two
knew.
for two. 2 for 2. Ooh. Comment gang showing up. Dave's TV. What's up? What's up, Dave?
Oh, so they're all seated by shows, so she can't sit with Bill Hader. You know that they date,
Oh,
right?
I gotcha.
Remember?
What happened?
I think we talked about this. She dates Bill Hader. They've been together for like a year, I think.
Really?
Yes. And that was when she won the Golden Globe, she like stood up and kissed him or something. That was the first time like they were public about the fact that they've been kind of trying to hide it for a while.
Oh, that's interesting. What's
I wonder if he's going to win. Do you think that guy's going to win? Steven Young?
well, so far it's been 2 for 2, so I'd almost guarantee it that the rate we're going.
I really think, yeah, I think The Bear is going to sweep both awards. I think Beef might sweep both awards, and I think Oppenheimer is going to sweep a lot of the movie ones.
I feel like I kind of we talked about this a little bit off air. I kind of don't know how I feel about that because this is almost like the Players' Choice Awards.
Mm.
So I feel like this is more if you want to vote for somebody because they're your peer, that you know the Academy is just going to go in a different direction. Like I would think this would be the time to do that. You know?
You'd think, but I don't know. I think it's really going to go according to how the other award shows went.
Yeah. I haven't seen Barbie yet. So, what is that part of her dress?
Yeah, it's she usually looks really nice. But she this is a miss for me.
It looks like a giant tongue or a Pepto Bismol flavored cloth robe or something. I don't know.
Yeah, her outfits have been this whole award season have been inspired by like real Barbie outfits, I think. So I'm wondering if this is one of those. It's got to be.
Yeah.
But America Ferrera actually looks good. Their styles are reversed because usually Margot Robbie is really buttoned up and looks good with these award shows, but and America Ferrera doesn't necessarily, so they're kind of swapping roles today.
Yeah. Is America Ferrera's also in Barbie?
She plays a very small role. I don't even know why she was nominated, to be honest. She doesn't even have that big of a role.
Oh, I guess we're doing a little cutaway now, so that's good.
Yes.
I was a little concerned. I'm like, I'm gonna keep dropping the ticker down left and right. We got.
I'm like, oh, I don't know who this gentleman is, but what is he talking about? He's probably talking about fashion.
I recognize him though.
Yeah,
I do recognize him.
I think he's like an E person, or who does he work for?
Maybe. He's got Jeremy Allen White walked in with his award.
Now, what do you think about, have you heard, I'm sure you've heard, because it's just been everywhere. Like everybody in the world basically thinks that Jeremy Allen White looks exactly like Gene Wilder. They're there's all these rumors starting that are like, oh, Gene Wilder was Jeremy Allen White's grandpa and all this, like,
I can't visualize a young Gene Wilder. I'm only visualizing old Gene Wilder.
I mean, people were saying like, why didn't he play? Why wasn't Jeremy Allen White in Wonka, or why doesn't he play him in a biopic? And
I'm stupid. Yeah.
Are you thinking?
Duh. Yeah. No, I just didn't put two and two together for Gene Wilder and Willy Wonka. I think maybe my brain, and I know this was wrong. I know Gene Wilder is not Gene Hackman, but that was like the only face I had in my brain. I'm like, I know that's not right.
Yeah, I mean, he does look like him. I did hear that the Wonka with Timothy Chalamet like wasn't as bad as people thought it would be because it is a musical. So I might try to watch that at some point. I don't know. If it's awful, I'll probably turn it off because I don't know. I don't necessarily get it with him. I don't really get the whole girly man fascination with him. I'm sorry. I don't
recognize, I wouldn't know what he was. I only know his name from that Willy Wonka.
He was in Dune.
Oh.
The
new one. I didn't see the new one. I always saw I know the old one, obviously.
My husband's gonna get on me for it, but he made me watch Dune and I was so fucking bored the whole time. I was so bored. And then he's like, oh, there's another one that's gonna come out. You're gonna watch that one too, right? And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Dune's, I almost not even sure if I want to watch the remake because the original one is such a classic to me.
Who was in the original?
I don't think there was any like real well-known names in the original.
Was it in the 80s or how old is it?
The 80s or set, maybe even 70s. It could have been late 70s. It's Dune. The original Dune's pretty old. It's not like old, but it's not any kind of recent either. What's Billie Eilish doing?
Because she
sweater vest.
She had I don't know, her her wardrobe choice is never the best, but she's there because she has a song on the Barbie soundtrack that remember she won for, and I was hoping Peaches would win. Remember this whole scenario?
Yeah, don't get it stuck in my head.
I'm not going to say the P word.
Don't worry. It already is right now. It's Peaches.
Melissa McCarthy, her outfit is worse.
I feel like I should see my reflection in it.
She looks like aluminum foil or something. Not good. Not good.
Reheated supper from the night before.
We're so shitty, like sitting here in our sweatshirts, and we're talking about like bedazzled foil and being like, wow, they look like idiots. A bunch of slobs here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what the sweater vest? I just don't get the sweater vest.
Well, yeah, the sweater vest not appropriate for
Billie Eilish is she's such a pretty girl. Like what? Like why?
You know what? And I think she does this like as a statement. You know what I mean? Like, oh well, I don't like your beauty standards, so I'm just gonna pretend to not be pretty, and like I'm just gonna make myself look as gross as I can.
What That's is she writing? What is? It's her signature. She's signing Melissa McCarthy's head.
She's got a Sharpie. That's a real permanent marker.
Like, scrub that off your forehead.
Yeah, good luck scrubbing that off your forehead later.
Now, I mean, if there was any actress to let another celebrity do that, it would definitely be Melissa McCarthy. What do we got here?
Female actor in a
series. Okay.
Yeah, so this award show, it is 2 hours versus 3 hours of the other, but they do the clips of each performance, which is kind of nice. I kind of like to see that sometimes. Oscars does that too, I believe.
Yeah, I like them. Well, I guess these clips are kind of long. I do like when they pick like a pivotal moment of the actor's performance.
Yeah.
And they just like play it out. I always like that because sometimes when you're watching a movie that you know was nominated or you have a feeling it's going to get nominated and you kind of watch it like kind of waiting for that moment. Oh, if they're going to get an award, this is their moment right here.
Right.
Okay.
She's going to win.
She won it.
Let's be honest with ourselves here.
Yeah. just keep the train rolling. Sydney, that was the character's name.
Was good. She reminds me of somebody I know, and I can't figure out who it is.
Personal or another celebrity?
Probably like personal.
I mean, it would be nice if Rebecca won here, but probably not.
I love her.
Sydney's excellent, so that would not shock me. Yeah. 3 for 3. 3 for 3 against the Golden Globes. I mean, you would think that they would want to like beef up viewership and have other actors win from the previous award show. Because if the same actor is going to win, it's just going to sweep the awards. Like, then what's the point?
Right.
What's the point of having a different award show?
It's like, what's the point of us carrying on all these charades? I mean, the difference with this one is, though, it's all their peers.
Right. And that's why I would think it would be different, you know?
Yeah, but think about it this way. In the Golden Globes, pretty much literally everyone that won, it was a diverse person. So why would they go against that?
Yeah, that's true. They got to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everyone's got to push DEI, I guess. That being said, Sydney was an excellent character.
She was excellent. Like, again, I didn't like Ali Wong in Beef, but I did think that Stephen Young, he was great. I mean, even the Native American woman that won the Golden Globe for Killers of the Flower Moon, she was great. Yeah, don't get me wrong,
Lily Gladstone.
Right. So, I mean, I think that's the thing is the actors would have the opinion of like, okay, the right person won the Golden Globe and the right person won the BAFTA. So I agree with that. I'm just going to keep that going.
Right. Yeah, that, and I can't remember whether the Bear is such a great series that I can't remember like her in particular as far as whether she was better in season 1 or season 2.
No.
Which season? Which season was the one where she had the blowout with Carmen and she walked out? Was that the first season?
That's the first season.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe towards the end of the first season.
Yeah. Like that's where I thought the real crux well, I don't want to say crux, but that's like where the first real pinnacle of her performance was, where they had that falling out and she wanted to get out of Dodge.
Right. All that like realistic kitchen fighting, like all of that was very genuine. You just believe it all.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, American Fiction. This
Randall, Randall.
Did you watch what's the show? I can't think of it. On HBO. With the guy on the left.
Oh, yeah, you've been
Westworld.
right. Westworld. I did, and I didn't like it. I thought I was gonna like Westworld a lot more. I think when it started, I was much more of a fan of it. And then as it went on, it just like, this is boring me. Why am I watching this?
Yeah, I think it was 3 seasons, and the first 2 seasons were like pretty good. The last season was absolute garbage. But yeah, that guy plays Bernard, so I'm like, Bernard from Westworld.
And he does do a very good job in Westworld. It's just the rest of the either whether the writing or the rest of the cast or whatever it is, it's not good. And I'm like, why is this show popular? Why?
It was kind of awful. This movie was it was okay. I give it like a 7 out of 10. It had its moments, like it was decent.
I still gotta see it, and I do want to see it, but it's not one I can find easily on a streaming service, so I gotta wait for a Tuesday. Oh, Timmy Tot. What is it?
I couldn't remember his last name, but I was like,
what is it?
What's his little song?
The Baby Shark. It's the Baby Shark one.
Jamie Tart. Do.
Oh, it's got an F-bomb in it, and I can't. What is it?
Maybe you're thinking of Roy. What's his face?
Oh, Roy. Yeah. That's what. That's the one.
He's here. He's there.
He's every fucking where. Roy Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie's is the Baby Shark one.
Yeah.
Jamie Tart. Jamie Tart. Yeah, that's what it is. Male actor drama series. So this was Roman one.
All of Succession.
Yeah.
So yeah. Brian Cox, didn't oh no, that was supporting Wamsgams.
Yes, that was supporting.
Oh, this was the one, was Kendall also? Jeremy, what's his face?
He? Oh, he was nominated before, and he's not in this.
He's not nominated in this category?
No.
Wait a minute. Billy Crudup, he was the polished turd that kept morning show going. Like, I loved Billy Crudup.
I did too. Yeah.
Even in this last terrible season, like, he was the driving force for me. I was like, you're the only reason I'm watching this show, guy.
I know. He is very good in that, and that's the only reason why I kind of want to go back to the morning show to finish it, because he is so good.
He's just so good, man.
Yeah, but the way the show turned on a dime, I can't finish it.
It gets worse and worse each season.
I don't know why they did what they did with Bradley. It's just, no, I can't do it. I can't go back. Okay, so they did combine this because McFadden and Culkin were not competing against each other. At least I'm 99% sure.
Yeah, the guy Jeremy, what's his face, who played Kendall? A shakeup here.
It is a shakeup. Our first one. Wow, I was not expecting that.
You know what? That's funny.
Wow.
That's funny because when Kieran Culkin won, he said something to Pedro Pascal, and they're friends or something. So they had like he said something about Pedro when he won.
You're gonna get the next one or something like that.
I don't remember what he said. It was like a nice or funny comment. It wasn't like mean or anything, but
yeah.
So I wonder if he's gonna say something to Kieran.
Maybe that was it. Thank you so much. Just yell at him. I'm actually kind of glad he got this, because I did like the way I did like his performance. I can't think of the guy's name. Can't think of his character's name in the last
I can't either. It's not like Roy. It's like a manly name, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't think of it
And
either.
he's like every role he does, he's so good in it.
Actually, my list probably has it.
And what was I was watching something recently, like an older show for the first time, or an older movie for the first time, and he popped up. Oh, it was what was it? The Equalizer movies with Denzel.
Oh, yes, yes.
He's the bad guy in one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Yeah.
pops up. Well, I mean, he's like he was the good guy, and he develops to turn into the bad
I
guy.
think it was the second one, right? Because
Yeah.
we just watched the third one not too long ago, and I watched a recap of the second one because it had been like years, and I was like, I don't even remember what happened in the last movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also Pedro Pascal. He obviously was on Game of Thrones, and before that, he got started on like he got started on like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
No way.
The show, yeah, with
Really?
Sarah Michelle Gellar. I think he played
Yeah.
a vampire or monster.
Wow. I did not know. I did not realize that.
Yeah, I've seen
I
like
wouldn't have known who he was back then, but that's
I've
besides
seen
the point.
screenshots of him from, and then people are like, "Did you know he was on Buffy?" I was like, "Whoa!" Or Angel. It was either Buffy or Angel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what these little side interviews remind me of? I know this comparison is not going to mean anything to you because you're not a sports person, but this is like what they do at the NBA draft. Like a player will get drafted by a team, and they'll go through all the fanfare. They get up, show the jersey, put the hat on, shake the commissioner's hand, whatever, and then they'll disappear. And then like 10 minutes later, they'll be on some couch or backstage doing a little interview. This is like exactly what this reminds me of.
Or it's like
NBA draft in Hollywood.
any live show. I used to watch, I don't anymore. I haven't watched it in years, but Dancing with the Stars, after they do their performance, they'll take them to the side like this and they'll be like, "Oh, so how was it? Oh, it was so good." And I like, and they, yeah.
Does it sound that fake? Oh, so good.
Well, that's like the sports things. It's like, "Oh, well, we did our best out there,
That's
and
right. Cliche.
we just sportsed really hard, and we sportsed our best, and that's all we can hope for." Like that's what every interview is like. I don't have to watch sports to know that.
That's so good. Both teams played hard. Both teams played hard. Both teams played hard.
We just fought really hard. They were a tough opponent, but we did the best we could, and turned out great in the end.
It was a classic press conference one year after a playoff game. Rasheed Wallace, he did not want to hear any questions from the media, so he's sitting at the podium, and every single question they asked him, he answered with both teams played hard. So someone made a super cut. It's just all his answers. Both teams played hard. Both teams played hard. Both teams played hard.
Yeah, that's awesome to try, because it's just the same stupid questions, and it's just like there's no value in what they're asking.
Right. Right. What's this? This flashback to something. Lord of the Rings. Oh, is this a flashback to Ensemble? Maybe they're doing Ensemble cast next.
Are they done with the movie? I mean, the show categories already?
No, they're definitely not. We haven't done best female actor. Maybe. Rudy! Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood gets thinner and smaller every time I see him, and Sean Astin gets larger every time I see him.
This is it's just like their body mass is
they're transferring to each other.
This makes me feel kind of old right now, and I don't say that often because they are looking so old.
I feel like Elijah Wood, he's got to be like almost 50 years old, right? Is he like 45?
Probably. Yeah, he's got to be in his 40s. He's got to be in his mid-40s, early to mid-40s.
Sean Astin, he's got to be almost 50, if not 50.
Yeah.
I'm going to look that up now. Now I need to know.
Female actor in a supporting role. Okay.
Elijah Wood is 43. Sean Astin is 53. Damn, he's got a decade on Elijah Wood.
No, well, I mean, you can kind of see it.
It kind of makes sense, I guess, but.
All right. Who whoops, put that in the wrong place. Who won this the last time? Oh, this was Devine from The Holdovers.
Oh, she was so good.
That was an excellent movie.
I was really surprised by that movie. Like, not that I thought it would be awful, but I just you know, a lot of these movies that are nominated are very boring and slow, and that movie I just was very well done.
Yeah. I know, and I know it doesn't stand a chance to win Best Picture, but I kind of have like a, what's the word? Like small hope.
Yeah.
Like pet favorite almost for that movie to win Best Picture. I know it's not gonna, but come on. 3 out of 4? Someone else? Nope, it's her. Yeah, Devine got it. Yeah. All right, so 3 out of 4 to the Globes. 3 out of 4 compared to the Globes so far. That one I'm not upset with, although I will say, I watched Naiad. I thought Naiad was actually very well done.
I did not see that.
Jodie Foster was very, very good in that. And after seeing Oppenheimer, Emily Blunt was fantastic.
Oh, in Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is actually, I have not seen Ferrari, and I have not yet seen The Color Purple, but there's a lot of heavy hitters in this. So
yeah.
Honestly, if I was in her position, I probably would be too, because that's a lot of established acting chops in this category, regardless of how they actually perform in their roles. That is a lot of that's a lot of credentials, so to speak, and power players in this role, or in this category, I should say.
No, she looks really good. With the Golden Globes, it looks like this dress wrangles her chest a little bit more. But she looks great, I think.
It's got a push-up bra with flowers.
Yeah, she was gonna have a slip with the last outfit, I swear.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was dangerous. I was like holding my breath. I was like, please don't have a nip slip on TV.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a walking wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah.
These flower things kind of look like the carnation on the side of a carnation can. Oh, comment gang again. Cheers, Blue Ice. How are you? all my fellow beer tubers hopping on to say hi tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. No, she was very good, but like picking up, like as I'm kind of like seeing more of the nominated movies, like that's actually that best supporting actress is really a
competitive.
That's a competitive category.
Yeah.
Lily Gladstone here and Robert De Niro.
Where's Leo?
That's right. Leo skipped out. On the Union.
You did watch this one, right?
I watched about 2/3 of it. I haven't finished it because
it was pretty long. I don't know that it had to be that long necessarily.
Yeah, I don't think it had to be this. I don't think it had to be that long either. And I still think it would have been better served in a mini-series format. I think you would have been able to tell more of the story. You wouldn't have had to dramatize it so much. You could have kept it with more of a historical sense than a cinematic sense. I should say. Very good movie and great story, but it just I think it would have been better served in a completely different format.
I liked I don't know if you probably didn't make it till the end, but they read like a kind kind of recap, not a recap, but they, you know how like at the end of a movie, if it's a true story, they'll say this is what happened after, you know, the story ends. And so they kind of talked about what happened to Molly, who was Lily Gladstone's character, and like what became of her after. And Scorsese read that part. Like he kind of had a part at the end of the movie. I can't really describe it accurately, but yeah, it was Martin Scorsese who read out what became of Molly and all the other people. And
I think it's funny how Scorsese does these movies for streaming, and they're always super, super long. Like the Irishman felt like it took 3 days to watch, and then this one feels like you need 2.5 days to watch.
I know, and it's like why are you making a 3.5-hour movie when you could make a limited series that has 6 episodes that are 45 minutes to an hour long? And, like, why not do that?
And you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that if you were making a regular movie to be distributed by Universal or Paramount or whatever. You wouldn't do that then. So why do it for streaming? Just because people are at home and on their couch, they don't have to get up in the middle and go to the bathroom?
I feel like Scorsese should jump on that, because you have Spielberg and Tom Hanks, who did Masters of the Air, that's on Apple TV that I've been watching. So like you have these big directors and big guys doing TV. So why wouldn't Scorsese do TV? I really think he should.
I think, yeah. And like you said, like why not just do something else, split it out into 6 episodes? Like you imagine like the drama and the intrigue that Scorsese can build. Imagine what he could build when you just spread it out over 5, 4, 6.
Right. And take the time to tell the story. Like what would be the worst thing that could happen from a 6 to 8 episode series?
Yeah, right. Exactly. All right. Now this one's interesting because I did not see Fellow Travelers, and we talked a little bit about covering Fargo, but I didn't realize Fargo already had like 6 seasons.
Yeah. I didn't watch these two, full disclosure. What else is nominated here?
Lawman, which we did watch and do a show on. Beef, of course. So this will probably stay in line.
You think Stephen Young's going to win?
I would think so, because John Hamm's already won for whatchamacallit. Why can't I think of it? Don Draper. John Draper, the AMC show.
John Hamm. Oh, yeah, Mad Men.
Mad Men. Thank you, Mad Men. Yeah. Like he won for that, didn't he?
I haven't seen it. Have you ever seen Monk at all?
No, and you know why? It's because at the time I don't think I was necessarily following shows on TV as much, so I kind of like missed the hype on Monk.
Because that guy he's so funny and good in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. He's the dad, that Tony Shalhoub, and I'm like wondering, Monk must be funny, but I've never seen it.
I will forever always see Tony Shalhoub as the pawn shop owner in Men in Black. I cannot ever see him in a different aspect. I just can't. This has to be Stephen Yeun. Has to be.
Is he saying "Oh Yellow one"?
Is he? He said "Oh Yellow" wrong.
No, I don't know. It looked like he was signing something, and I was like, "Is he spelling out "Oh Yellow"? I don't know. I don't know sign language, obviously. So we've really stuck to all of the same Golden Globe winners except for Best Actor in a drama.
Yeah. So at least we got one. At least we got one breaking.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a you can bet in Vegas on how many awards don't go the same way. Let's see. He's still Glenn to me. He'll always be Glenn.
I've never seen that, so I.
Oh my God! Ever any season of The Walking Dead?
I've seen one episode. I've seen the pilot episode. I think that was it.
Yeah. I think. Wow, his wife's a pretty woman. Holy shit.
She looks kind of like Ali Wong.
Her face is thinner. She's got a thinner face.
They're sitting right next to each other. Like you can kind of feel like they look similar when they're sitting next to each other.
Hey, I'm getting thrown off because she's not wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very, especially like when he went into his crazy modes. Like obviously in the beginning and then at the end when they're trying to break into the house. When he's in his little crazy modes. These are what's going on here? The statues have such like a Roman architecture feel to it.
Yeah, I forgot what the statues looked like.
It's funny. It's funny in the logo. In the logo for the award show, the statue's gold, but here it's like this kind of blue pewter thing.
Green, yeah.
Yeah, bluish green. Yeah.
Did I tell you that I heard a rumor from a gossip site that the thing about how they so Beef was as a limited series, like, but they do that on purpose, even if they think that it's going to go past that. So I heard that there is possibly a second season of Beef that's going to happen.
That's good. That's good. I would like to see that. I
wonder what it would be about, but I found his character redeeming, but Ali Wong I just could not stand. I could not feel sorry for her, and I could not understand. Like,
well, she was rich.
I know, but I just like I was so annoyed by her, and I could find no redeeming qualities in her character, but his I could.
Yeah, because he was like still trying. Like he had like the feeling of he was the wrong place at the wrong time, and he was trying to do right by his parents, get them over to America, get them a house. He was trying to make a living, blue collar.
And he kind of got caught up in this whole thing. So I don't know, like you could tell at his core he was a good person that was just doing bad things, but I did not feel the same way about her, and it made it hard to like her character and to watch it and feel any sort of sympathy for her.
Yeah, and it it didn't. She was, and the road rage thing that started the whole thing was her fault.
Right. Yeah.
Like he's trying to back up, and she's just like Droz was like, "What are you doing? You can't rip through a parking lot like that."
Yeah, that was kind of her bad to begin with, and she was kind of the psychotic one that got everything going.
Yeah, and she didn't have to be. Like, your life is perfect. First of all, you run this successful art studio or whatever, and you're making a ton of money off that, and you don't need to because your husband's got all this stupid old money from his art and his father's art or whatever.
I think it's people like that who are kind of bored with their lives, so they go looking for drama.
Yeah. I've known a couple people like that in my life. Unfortunately.
As you sip your green bottle, looking like a Kermit Lipton meme.
Yes.
But that's none of my business.
Yeah. Completely unplanned, I guess. I guess I am a human form of Kermit. I got a little bit of high pitch to my voice. It could happen. So he's talking to Pedro right now, huh?
Oh yeah, he's not wearing any sort of jacket or anything. He's just got like a collared shirt with the top button undone. Like he's just.
Did he not have a jacket on when he accepted the award? I thought.
No,
he did.
I don't think he did.
Oh, okay.
I think he's just dressed down like that, kind of.
Yeah. All right, I guess we're doing TV ensemble. Because I'm seeing Friends, I'm seeing Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's what we're doing now. Who is that? Is that Lenny Kravitz? The Office. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What did he say? What did LL Cool J say? Oh, Modern Family. I thought I heard Bride of Stanley, and I was like, what? I had the volume down low, but
Modern Family, one of several times.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
I
that's
get it. I get it. I kind of fell off of that show, but when it first came on, I watched it a little bit. It's a funny show.
I've only seen a couple episodes, but I mean I didn't like get roped into watching it long term, but it did seem like it was like pretty funny. Like I would chuckle at some parts, but
Oh yeah, like the gay the two that play the gay couple, Cam and the other one, they are hysterical. That's not Tom Selleck. Is that Tom Selleck?
No, that's what's that guy's name?
I know. Yeah. I can't.
Julie Bowen, who's the blonde lady, and then the guy behind her. They're like married in the show, right?
Yep. I did not recognize him with a mustache.
Those two are pretty funny. Sofia Vergara, I just find her obnoxious, and I can't stand her. But she was decent in the she played this drug lord.
Yes, Griselda. I started
Griselda. Yes,
that.
I watched that. It was pretty good. So because she wasn't playing herself like obnoxious, she was actually enjoyable.
Because she wasn't playing herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that because she's like she's very over the top.
She plays a caricature of herself, like, oh my god, I have such a crazy accent. Like it's just annoying. Accents are not my forte, by the way. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah. I do like her dress, though.
That is, yeah. It accentuates some things. Oh, it's Hal. Is that Hal? That was Hal from Barry. All right, Barry. We are like best friend. We're like best friend, Barry. You are like my best friend, Barry. Why do you do this to me? I loved Hal. No, Hank. That's what.
Hank.
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 Hank. That's what. Oh my god, he was honestly my favorite part of Barry. He was so freaking funny.
He was one of my favorite characters by the end.
Yeah. We're like best friend, Barry. Why are you doing this? Abbott, I have not.
I have not seen it at all, actually.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it's been on as long as it has. So that's another one. Like, oh
yeah, it has it been on 3 or 4 seasons or something.
Yeah, and another one that's long running is Only Murders in the Building. I thought that was a new show, but it's got like 4 or 5 seasons.
Well, it just finished the 3rd season.
Okay. I mean, honestly, of these.
Oh, is Bear gonna win this one again?
I hope so.
Did they win?
I don't know if this had a category actually at the Globes. Did it? I don't remember this having a category.
I thought they did have Ensemble.
What's this? What was that with Meryl Streep? Ted Lasso. I mean, it would be awesome if Ted would win, but
yeah,
I think as much as I love the Ted Lasso cast, the Bear cast is just so good. They're so versatile. They're funny. They're serious.
This is another tough category.
Yeah. What do we got? That's Bear. Yeah, I figured that was. I mean, honestly, considering it's already got 2 awards, which it previously won. I think it just makes total sense that it would. His sister is so good in that.
She is really good, and she's actually a comedic actress. She was on SNL for a pretty short time.
Oh, okay. I remember us talking about that, and I couldn't remember if you said she was a stand-up. She was a stand-up comedian.
No, not a stand-up, but she was on SNL for, I thought, maybe just like 2 seasons or something.
Oh, okay. She's almost a flash in the pan. Maddie Matheson. It cracks me up that Maddie Matheson's in this show.
Which one is that?
He was Fack.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because he's like he had a TV show on Vice a couple years ago. It was a cooking show.
Oh.
And I guess before that he had some health condition, like I don't know, related to his weight or some kind of dietary issue or whatever it was.
Oh, Claire is there. The girl who plays Claire.
Oh my god, I love Claire. Carmi and Claire, they're perfect.
I loved Claire.
Yeah.
Every time she was on screen, I'm like, she's just so pretty.
Yes. Yes.
Something about her. She's just so pretty.
Yeah. She kind of like her right here. She kind of is almost like if you AI'd Emily Blunt and Aubrey Plaza.
You think so?
A little bit.
I kept thinking that the girl who played Meep in A Small Light reminded me of Aubrey Plaza.
I could see that.
She's a British Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was, but she kept reminding me of her.
British Aubrey Plaza. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I can see that. Oh, that would be. Oh wait, they already announced it. Never mind. I was gonna say that would be nice. That'd be nice if she won, but they already announced the winner. So
no, I mean, I just think more people should be watching that show in general. I don't think anyone really knows about it, which is a shame.
And you know what? Like, other than like, I can't really comment too much on Catherine Hahn because I can't get a good enough feeling off of Tiny Beautiful Things off of 2 episodes. But every other category, like Uzo Aduba in Painkillers, I thought she did a better job than Ali Wong. Brie Larson in Lessons of Chemistry, I thought she was phenomenal.
Right?
Powley, we've been just talking about. I thought she was phenomenal.
Yes.
Like I don't know. Like you said, like you could see Steven Yeun, but not Ali Wong. Like I don't get it.
I don't know if her performance was outstanding above those others.
Right. This is not the best supporting actress in a motion picture category. Like that one, you know, throw a dart at the wall, you're gonna find someone that did a great job.
Yeah.
What's Jennifer Aniston announced?
She looks kind of not great for some. I don't know, something about her.
This Cinderella dress on.
Her hair is kind of a miss for me. It looks like she just went like it's all just like zhuzhed up, like it's all staticky now.
Oh, you just zhuzhed up your hair.
I know, but do you see what I mean? Like it just looks like she stuck her finger in an electric socket or something. Like it just doesn't look very polished and put together.
Yeah, in the back.
I can't fix it.
I don't know, women's hair that doesn't really stick up in the back like that. I mean, if you're a guy, sure.
Like look at all the static in the back. Like it's all keys, but it's all like.
It can't be. You can't blame that on the lights. Those lights are a long way from the stage. There's something going on with the back of her head with her hair.
I don't know. Her hair just looks like thin and lifeless. It just doesn't look great.
It is very thin.
But I like her
shorter
dress.
Than normal? Is it shorter than normal?
Yes. Yep, okay. It is.
Okay. Because I'm thinking like, I thought Jennifer Aniston had longer hair.
Now I can't. I really messed up my own hair. In that dramatic reenactment.
Yes. All for the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I did it for the show.
Yes.
Everything I do for the show.
Oh, this is a lifetime achievement thing, huh?
Oh, Barbra Streisand?
Barbra Streisand?
She mentioned Barbra Streisand. Is that who she's talking about? Yeah, I think she's talking about Barbra Streisand.
Write, produce, direct, and star. Which one was that?
A Star is Born, but not.
Oh, okay. Well, and she won for that. She won something for that, didn't she? Or got clumped in when it won Best Picture because Star is Born.
The original one.
Oh, were there two?
Yeah, the Lady Gaga did the remake of Star is
Oh,
Born.
I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that was a remake.
Yeah, she was in a bunch of movies in the 70s or whatever. I'm not a.
Okay.
The only thing I'm
Oh,
familiar.
so Barbara Streisand did not do the remake. She did the original one.
Right. She was
Okay.
in the original, but I don't know if you watch South Park. I used to watch South
On and
Park,
off.
and they had an episode making fun of her, which was pretty funny. And I still remember that. And that aired when I was in like 6th grade, and I still remember it. So it was pretty great.
Those are those were before South Park made a point to comment on everything going on in the world.
Yeah, but it was really funny. They made fun of the way that she sings.
Mm-hmm. Where is she gonna? Oh, here she comes. Okay.
Is she gonna give a
Oh,
little speech?
wait, no, she's not. Is this Bradley? Is that Bradley?
Oh, so now he's gonna talk about her?
Or is maybe he's gonna talk about somebody else? Why does he look different with glasses on? I see he's copying me, letting his beard grow up his face. What do we got? Oh yeah, he's just adding to it. But he never. Well, I mean, he did the new Star is Born, but that didn't have anything to do with her. I don't think he's ever performed with her in a film.
No, I don't think so.
He looks like actually, you know who he looks like with glasses on? You're gonna laugh. He looks like Uncle Nicky.
Uncle Nicky.
From This Is Us.
A little bit.
Yeah. That's so weird to me.
It's like, the same style glasses.
We're in the big Coke bottle rims, and then letting his beard kind of fade up his cheeks. It like reminds me of Uncle Nicky right now.
I don't know. I like Bradley Cooper generally, but it just kind of gives me pause about how good of a guy he truly is when all the women he dates literally are 20 years younger than him. You know what I mean?
Who give me some examples.
He's currently dating, I don't know if you know who Gigi Hadid is. But she's like 27 and he's like 47. So I don't know. This is like the 4th or 5th woman he's dated that's been 15 to 20 years younger than him. I don't know. It just kind of makes him look like a scuzz bucket.
What do you feel the same way when it's the other way around? Like when Demi Moore dated Ashton?
Yeah, I think there's something wrong, especially because men are generally more immature than women mentally. There's honestly, sorry, but there's, I mean, not in all cases, but let's just be honest that most of the time. And so I kind of think that there's something wrong mentally with a woman who dates a man that's that much younger than her, because she's really kind of dumbing herself down, and there's something wrong with that, I think, psychologically.
So when it's Bradley Cooper's case, it's just him needing some extra years to bring to balance out.
It's just well, it's the same thing with Leo. It's like, what could you possibly have in common with someone who's that much younger than you? Like, they're not in the same point of their lives. Like, it's almost like they want somebody who's dumb or that has nothing to offer besides looks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that kind of like makes me think like, oh, well, is Bradley Cooper that good of a guy if that's the way he rolls?
Well,
I don't know.
I could kind of get the shallow nature of dating for actors, because when they just kind of bounce around, because you think about it, unless an actor just has a stance like, I'm not going to sleep with anyone on screen, when you're constantly asked to just sleep with actor after different actor after different actor after different actor on screen, like, that's gotta have some kind of effect on your interpersonal life and your relationships. It has to. Like how
True,
can
like that's your job. Like, I'm gonna go to the office today and do a love scene. Like,
right?
can you imagine?
Like yeah, I think like even if you kind of like quote unquote fake it and not to sound crude, but there's no penetration. Like even if that's the
It's
case,
it's still acting, but there's still chemistry involved.
right?
Like
Yeah,
when you make out with people for a living. Yeah, and that's the funny thing to me is like, Bradley Cooper and Leo are like good friends, right? And before she started dating Bradley Cooper, Gigi Hadid dated Leo. So it's just like that seems weird to me.
maybe
Like
she's the one. Maybe she's the one that's an older man thing.
eh, I don't know. But he's dated a lot of younger women. I think he dated Suki Waterhouse for a few years too, and I want to say she was pretty young when he dated her. She
Who's
was like
that?
Suki Waterhouse. She's pregnant now. She's with Robert Pattinson. Remember
Oh,
Robert Pattinson, Twilight guy?
Twilight Batman. Yeah. Which I will
Yeah.
say, I did not think he was going to pull off Batman. He really did.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. It was actually it was decent. I watched that a couple months ago. I was way late to the party, but I didn't mind it. I didn't think it was so bad.
No, yeah, I thought that very much surprised me. Oh, there's Emma Stone, Barbara Streisand. Oh my gosh, she looks like she could step into a fantasy series and play the Wicked Witch and like not even need makeup. Not to sound mean or anything. Like that's just how she aged. That's just how she's aged.
Oh my god.
Like like some people age gracefully and others don't. I mean, I guess compared to some, she's aged gracefully, but like,
Yeah.
like I don't know if I've ever actually seen a young Barbara Streisand and seen all those clips of like her older movies. I'm like, oh my god! Like I can still tell it's her because it's still her nose, it's still
Right.
her eyes, but it's like she that looks totally different.
I mean, she might have had I don't feel like she's had like tons of obvious work done. Like, I mean,
No,
obviously she might have gotten a facelift. I could be very, very wrong, but
I'm sure she's
um
gotten a facelift, but yeah, I think you're right. I mean, that's
but
probably
but you
the
know what I
most
mean is
the most.
she looks mostly natural. She doesn't look like puffy from like Botox
Yeah,
and stuff, and I don't think she's messed with her face tons.
no. If she did, you'd think she'd have tie up her neck, but I mean that just looks like naturally aged.
Her hat
We sound so vain right now.
her hat reminds me of did you ever watch the show in the 90s with Joey Lawrence, Blossom?
I
Have you
know
ever heard
of
of
Blossom.
Blossom?
I know of Blossom, and you're right. You're right.
Remember Blossom used to wear the hats
It was
like with the
red.
bedazzled
Yeah,
the different color hats, like that was big in like 1995 and
yeah.
1993, and like what she's wearing is a total like Blossom outfit.
That could be an interesting sideshow we do, or it's like what '90s fashion trends that we don't want to see
Oh
again.
man.
Jean jackets, bedazzled jean jackets.
Yeah, that's oh, she's wearing like gloves too.
This is a long segment. This Lifetime Achievement.
Yeah, they're
Holy
really
cow.
they're devoting like 15 minutes to her, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I guess they did rush through the first four awards in like 7 minutes. Of course, Marlon Brando was your first crush. Everyone your age, their first crush was Marlon Brando. Gene Simmons. Oh, Gene Simmons from Kiss.
Yeah.
I got Gene Wilder in my head still. Not Gene Hackman this time.
Yeah. Two different genes.
Yeah.
Spelled the same way though, with a G.
Actually, 3 now. Gene Simmons.
Oh, right. It's all spelled the same way.
She got more time to speak than the winners. Well, Anne Hathaway is getting a little teary-eyed.
Yeah.
Barbara Streisand, one of Anne Hathaway's idols.
She could be, because I mean Anne Hathaway does some like theater-ish stuff. She did Les Mis. I don't care for musicals and I don't care for theater, and Barbara Streisand is like a icon for that, so that's probably why.
I'm okay with if they do well. I should say I'm okay with musicals, seeing a musical. I guess a musical turned into a TV is very rarely done well. I guess we'll find out another one because I saw the Wicked trailer during the Super Bowl. So
yeah, I actually don't even know I know like the basic premise of Wicked, but I like every time I used to watch Glee. I don't know why, because it was torture. I used to fast forward through all the theater stuff, but they used to have some songs from Wicked, and I'm not into Broadway and theater and musicals, so I don't even like that stuff. But yeah, I don't even really know much about Wicked.
I saw Wicked in the theater. Yeah, very good play. Hey, Billy Crudup. Like said, what'd you say? The saving grace of the morning show?
No, I said he was the polished turd.
Polished turd.
Potato, saving grace, polished turd.
What one's being more political, the other one's just telling it how it is.
Yeah.
Never did I think I would be the more political one in any conversation. Never did I ever. Oh my God! Do we see her an award yet already? She's still talking.
She's really going on.
This says you said 15 minutes. I think it's literally gone 15 minutes. I think Jen came on at 52 minutes, 52 and a half minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, Billy, you're not even an actress. Come on. You're a singer. All right. This is hard finding stuff to talk about right now. It's just Barbara Streisand. What more can we talk about Barbara Streisand? We're going to need them to just cut to a different member of the audience so we can see how they're reacting. Is that Brian Cox? That's not Brian Cox. Who is that?
No, that's what's his name? Brolin?
Josh Brolin?
Not Josh Brolin. The older Brolin. What's his name?
Oh, his father. Yeah, I can't think of his name.
He's the father, right?
The first person I thought it was Pierce Brosnan, but it's not Pierce Brosnan.
No, he's the older Brolin.
His father was an actor as well. I can't think of his name though.
I keep wanting to say Tom, but that's not right. It's not Tom Brolin. Josh Brolin.
Tom.
I need to look this up.
Now I hear Tom, I think of Nothing Is Bad and from Succession.
James Brolin.
James Brolin, okay. Old Jim. Oh my goodness.
That's a weird shot.
Oh, going through the crowd? Oh, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I like that shot.
Interesting.
Is that Chloe? Was that Chloe they just showed?
Chloe
Grace Moritz?
No, that's Joey King.
Oh, who's Joey?
They're like the same age. They're both actresses.
Are we sure they're not the same person?
Yes. Yeah, Chloe Grace Moretz. She was in the Equalizer movies, right? Was that no?
Oh,
yes.
The first one.
Yes, and then Joey King. What was she in that you would know? She was in like the Kissing Booth movies on Netflix. I don't know Money Train. Money Train.
Oh, I know what Money Train is, but I don't think I saw.
Wait, Money Train. Is that what it's called?
Bullet Train.
The one with Brad.
The one with Brad Pitt.
Yes. No, yeah. Money Train is like Wesley Snipes or something, isn't it? Sorry.
I was like, I know that's a thing, but
it's for like 1994.
Yeah, I was gonna say the early 90s.
Joey King wasn't born for another like 7 or 8 years. Probably. No, I mean,
yeah, yeah, probably.
Okay,
Oh gosh,
finally,
it's finally over.
finally
It's
she's done
over.
talking.
That was almost 20 minutes of Barbara Streisand. And she only talked for about 12.
Oh, what is that horrendous Lifetime Achievement Award statue they're giving her? That's like, did you see that, the thing they gave her?
No, thank God. It was a trophy reminiscent of how much time they just spent. Oh, Idris is back. Hello again. What do they call him? What do they
I'm
call
back.
him? What do they call him? Black Superman? Male actor in a supporting role. Okay. Okay. What do we got? Who won this? So RDJ won this in the Globes. Yeah, RDJ won this one in the Globes.
Oh, he deserved it, I think.
His daughter's a pretty girl.
That's Idris Elba's daughter?
That's what I gathered. Unless they just showed a random woman in the crowd.
I didn't know his kids were that old.
Well, he's got to be in his late 50s.
I don't know. I guess I just never really considered that his kids would be like in their 20s or that old.
Yeah. Yeah, Oh, hello. We got a thank you for that. She read her book live tonight during the pre-show, maybe? I didn't watch the pre-show. Yeah. All right. So that would I guess that would make sense if she read her book during the pre-show.
Who was that?
We had a comment come up that said Idris Elba's daughter read her book live.
Oh.
Yeah. That must have been during the pre-show. Well, oh my goodness.
Eek.
That's a hell of a makeup job. I know there's no makeup category in this show, but if for the Oscars, I'd say that would be a contender.
They must be nominated.
Yeah. De Niro felt like an afterthought in this.
What, like to be nominated?
Well, no, in the movie itself. RDJ was pretty damn good in this.
You kind of forgot that it was him.
You did. You did.
Why is Ryan Gosling nominated?
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm sorry. Nobody from Barbie had an important performance.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, it's a gimmicky movie. Why does that have any nominations, I guess?
Like who did the Barbie cast slip money to get themselves nominated for this shit? I'd love to know.
I will say I'm not upset that he's he's sweeping this category one bit.
He deserved it.
And he doesn't have an Oscar, does he? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. And that's the interesting thing is, he's used to these big blockbuster movies. Like he's never really done a lot of movies of substance before.
Yeah, or silly stupid movies like Due Date.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that movie.
The sound. I will never go tired of the sound of my own voice. He's another one that like could play a caricature of himself.
Yes.
Like that's why Tony Stark was the perfect role for him.
Right.
He is Tony Stark.
Yeah, he didn't have to stretch a lot to play a lot of the roles that he's played.
Yeah.
But this was one of the ones where, he did have to play a person that was different from himself for once.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and total transformative. Totally transformative. Val Kilmer. That poor guy. I feel so bad for him. And I kind of I kind of plead ignorance on what was going on with him, but like finding out what was going on with him and then knowing that he still pulled it together to be in Top Gun, I was like, that when you can't talk, that's gotta hurt to try and perform in a movie.
Yeah, I there was a documentary about him. I never watched it. I think it was on Amazon or something, but just like hearing about it's just sad what happened. And the same thing with Bruce Willis. Like I just like don't
Oh,
even
the
I just like don't
Alzheimer's or
even
whatever's going on with him.
yeah, well I followed Bruce Willis's wife on Instagram, and it's just like every time I see something, I'm just like it just makes me so sad, like the stuff that she posts. Like they just have to take care of him. Like he's just a shell of who he was.
Right.
It's really sad.
Yeah. Especially when his notable roles are Die Hard,
Yeah.
get in like these big manly macho roles.
Like somebody who's
brain.
Yeah, somebody who's so active and like physically it's just like he's just like become a vegetable pretty much.
Right. And like and because of that, like we'll never get to hear him kind of say goodbye.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's as bad as he is, he's never gonna speak about it. He's never
right. No,
he's never gonna address it personally. Never.
No, his wife does talks on morning shows and stuff like that. They ask her about how he's doing and things like that, but yeah, he's never going to be public facing ever again. He's never going to do another movie. No.
Right. What we got? The nannies announcing a category.
She is the SAG president.
Is she really?
Yes, she is.
The nanny.
Yes, she's the one that negotiated the whole thing with the strike, the actors' strike.
Wow.
Isn't that funny?
It is funny, and she has the nanny's voice in real life. I don't think I realized that. I don't think I realized that was effectively a real voice.
Do you remember the movie she was in the mid-90s called The Beautician and the Beast? That was a great movie.
I remember the movie. I didn't see it, but I do recall the movie. Yeah.
I never watched The Nanny, but I did watch that movie.
I actually did watch, or at least reruns of The Nanny, because I no cable growing up. So I actually have watched a fair amount of episodes of The Nanny. I hope it's called The Nanny, because I started questioning myself what the show was called.
Yeah, it's called The Nanny. Or The Nanny or just Nanny. I don't know if it's The Nanny or Nanny.
You know probably why I'm questioning myself, because that was that show that Kevin had in This Is Us, The Nanny.
Yes, but did you know that there is a show called The Nanny?
Really?
I think I saw it on Netflix or some streaming platform, and I was like, that's like a play off of a fictional show from This Is Us.
I hope what did they cast the Manny as? Someone like, kind of young, chiseled, pretty boy?
I don't remember, but I did see the Manny somewhere on a streaming platform.
That would be hilarious if they cast whatchamacallit, cast like the same type of character.
He's in what's his face? My mom was telling me that she's addicted to his new show. It's called like The Tracker.
Yeah. I didn't watch it after the Super Bowl because I had to do the live show, but I do want to watch that. So
yeah, I'm gonna try it out too. She said it was really good. She's like, I'm hooked. I watched 2 episodes. It's really good.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta have like 2 or 3 episodes in already, so it should be an easy binge on Paramount Plus. John Lithgow. Are we sure she's announcing a category right now? She can't be announcing a category.
No, she's just talking about, like, usually the they do this with all the award shows. Usually the president of the, if it's like the Hollywood Foreign Press or whatever it is for the Golden Globes or Oscars, like they always do like their little like spiel.
Yeah, State of the Union almost.
Kind of. So she's like just talking about like, oh, we dealt with this strike this year and this is what we did this year and blah, blah, blah.
Okay, compare this red dress to the other red dresses we've seen. I think Sofia Vergara had one, and I think
Yeah.
there was another red dress. I think there was
Um,
another red dress.
There's been a few red dresses. I wonder
Yeah.
if that's kind of like the color of the night.
Maybe it's because of Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, red is allegedly like what they say, like when presidents give a speech, when they want to appear strong and bold, they wear a red tie. And when
Yeah.
they want to appear more, I don't want to say soft, but like welcoming, kind of
Yeah.
compassionate, they wear the blue tie. So it could just be something as stupid as that, like the same type of thought process, like wear red to make a striking appearance.
Like, yeah, like wanting to stand out or make a statement or.
The sign language interpreter's wearing a red dress too. Did you see that
Oh.
on the screen?
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Is that the guy from Succession?
Yeah, why are they holding hands?
I have no idea, actually.
Oh, he's talking about stage fright.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Funny. Oh, what's going on here? Clap. Wait. Oh, he's making a joke. He told him he was Pennywise.
That was his brother, I think.
Oh,
That's a different Skarsgård brother. There's like four of them, I think. And the dad is an actor.
yes. The
There's
dad
three.
is the dad's the one from Thor, right?
I forget what the father's name is, but
No. That's not his name. Like Thor, the Marvel Thor. That's the father. I think because that's a Skarsgård.
I don't know. I think there's 3 or 4 Skarsgård brothers.
So this was Debicki won the Golden Globe, right?
Yes.
No. Sarah Snook won. Sarah Snook won the Globe.
Did they? Yes, but did they combine these?
Oh, they could have. Yeah, they could have because I don't.
Because they were they were 2 different categories before. Because Debicki did win.
Yeah, and Bella Ramsey's obviously not more of a supporting role than a feature role. Okay, so this one could differ just because they're combining all these.
I still hope Debicki wins because she really did deserve it. I think she really stood out above all these others.
This is another situation where I'm so pissed that the morning show tanked that just went the way it did. It's because that was probably the best performance I've ever seen Jennifer Aniston do.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. Maybe she won for season 1, but probably not because the show kind of was under the radar.
No, she might have. They might have gotten some awards for their first season.
Hey, there you go.
Nice. Okay.
There you go.
She deserved it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she is like 6'2" in real life too.
She looks tall.
She's very tall, but she had to act like Diana. She was like trained with like a movement coach, like all sorts of crazy stuff. So she put in the work. She deserved it.
So we've probably discussed this before. So she was Princess Di.
Yes.
Yeah.
She looked just like her too. Like it was uncanny. I like her dress. It's interesting.
It's kind of like Elsa from Frozen.
It's like with the floating crystals.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
She's Elsa.
It's kind of like a prom dress or something.
Yeah. Like snowflakes coming up her chest.
Yeah, I like the ones in the back too, like the floating crystals in the back.
Oh yeah, you can see them on her shoulder, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got to be like 6'2". She's got her arms are long neck. She's got to be very, very tall in real life.
Yeah, she looks like she's got like a ballerina body type.
Yeah. Show your toes.
Yeah.
So the Crown I never got into, but you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be slow at times, but no, it was a good show overall.
And that who was the who played the queen?
Imelda Staunton. There was
Oh, okay.
it was different actresses
Oh,
like at different points of her life, so it was
okay.
like they, you know, played her young and old, so there was 3 or 4 time periods like each season. It didn't change every season, but mostly every season it changed.
Interesting. Oh, it's the Sparrow. That was the Sparrow. I don't know the actor's name. He was
Oh yeah, I don't know
the
his
Sparrow
name.
from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, I forget what his name is. He's a very familiar face. I just can't remember what his name is. Oh, she's going a little risque with that dress, man.
Oh, that's well. You don't usually have the nip slip that way.
Do you recognize? Do you know what she's from?
I do recognize her.
She's from she was the, I don't know what job she played, but she was in The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan. She played like she wasn't like a nanny. Like I don't know if she just worked for their dad, Chessie. That's who she is.
I remember when that came out, but I didn't see it as a kid. So what happened here? I can't tell who that is from his profile, but he like went to hug her and then he looked down like, whoa,
yeah.
Whoa.
She's like, that's happening with everybody.
I can't tell who this Macklemore looking wannabe is. Who is that? He looks like a Macklemore wannabe. Oh, is she like is she doing some like
not like a hidden camera bit, but
yeah. Yeah, she's kind of doing red carpet reporting. Who's this big guy? Why do I recognize him? Like I recognize him, like I either saw him in a show or
yeah, I don't know what he's from.
Can't think of his name. I can't even tell role, but like I see his face, like I know his face. Huh. What's that? David O. Jamie Tart. Jamie Tart. Jamie Tart. Just picture time. This is like, I guess they're just like being silly or something, huh? Big mouth? Now she's inside. This is, I get obviously earlier footage.
Yeah, it's like they just said like, okay, well, why don't you like walk the red carpet and interview people and
then walk up to people's tables and harass them.
Yeah. Just some light harassment. We just thought you could have fun with it.
Yeah. Oh, she got Bradley now without glasses. Well, thank you. Honestly, like that would be one category that I would love to see split. Maybe not necessarily in this one, but at least for the Oscars, because the way Bradley Cooper just transformed for my show was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. You just forget that it's him and that you're watching a movie. Like it's one of those.
Oh, who is that guy? Oh, I know that. I can't think of his name. That older fellow that was kind of like hunched over the podium. Oh, can't think of his name.
Oh, this is
Breaking Bad. Look at Breaking Bad.
this is ensemble drama.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. And that is this got to be Succession, right? Has to be.
Yeah. Did Succession get?
I don't know if they had the ensemble categories.
I
don't remember them.
I don't think they had best ensemble. It was just like best TV show drama, best.
Yeah.
It was just best show. That's what it was.
Yeah. This Bryan Cranston with this like massive.
Oh man, did she
mustache?
age?
Is that what's
Skylar?
Her name? Yeah, Skylar. Can't think of her name. Anna something. Anna Gunn.
She really aged these past couple years. Look at the kid. Remember him?
Yeah, he grew up. Bob Odenkirk's face never changes though.
No, I mean he's a little more gray, I think, than he was, but
Hank.
Oh, Hank is on.
Oh my god! I thought they were still showing flashbacks of past winners.
No.
So the Breaking Bad cast is announcing this category. Okay.
Yes. They're having like old winners of the category announced. Yeah, Hank is on Law and Order Organized Crime right now. He plays Detective Stabler's brother.
He does just kind of have that typecast look of like tough guy cop.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of makes sense. Mike Ehrmantraut looks exactly the same. I don't know.
The other woman, she looks good. Betsy.
Marie.
Betsy, what's her face?
Betsy Rant, I think. Betsy Rant. Or Brandt. Betsy Brandt.
She looks like exactly the same. I don't know what Skylar, what Anna Gunn had done to her face or what happened, but eek.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, she's not super recognizable.
No.
But yeah, Marie, the Marie actress is. She looks more or less the same.
Yeah. I mean, how long ago did that end?
It was 2011, maybe. No.
No, was that? I think that was when I lived. When I lived in Florida.
I think that's when it started.
When I lived in Florida, maybe it ended. Was that 2014 or 15?
That could have been. Yeah, 14 or 15. Actually, you know what? It probably was 15 because I think that was my.
So has it been like 10 years since it ended? Maybe.
Yeah, which is crazy. It's crazy to think it's been 10 years since Breaking Bad.
I know.
I will say, I did like the ensemble cast, the cast as a whole in the morning show.
Yeah.
But
I hope Succession.
It has to. This has to be Succession. Come on. It has to be.
It has to be. Oh my, I'll be.
Yeah. Yep. I was like that one. There's no other. There's no other option to me, you know.
I know, and it's their last. It was their last season, so this is their last award show.
Mm-hmm. Which we were talking about that during the Globe, how kind of they ran away with all the acting categories.
Like
Shiv won, and Tom won, and Roman won.
That's what you kind of hope. I mean, Ted Lasso wasn't so lucky, but
yeah, which is kind of saddening. I mean, I was I was late to the party, but that show very much had that. Yeah.
I just loved that show.
Oh, I can't remember her name. Alan Ruck's wife in the show. She's like the most unluckiest character in that show because every member of the family just shits on her.
Oh, his what was her name?
Yeah, his like his she was a stripper or something.
It wasn't like Willow. What was her?
Willow. No, that was it. I think it was.
Is that her name?
Yeah, she was a porn actress or something, right? And so like everyone just trashes on her. Every member of the family just trashes on her. There's your favorite, right, cousin Greg?
I love him.
This is so funny to me that Alan Ruck is the one doing the acceptance speech for this.
I think didn't he do the last one?
Oh, well, no, because I don't think they had this. I don't think they had this category.
Is Jeremy what's his face even there? It doesn't even look like he's there.
Oh, you're right.
And Brian Cox wasn't there because they showed a picture of him.
Yeah, that's so weird. You could argue those are the two most main characters from it.
Yeah, they're missing.
Unless no, that's definitely not him. Yeah, no, they're not there. He's not there. Oh, that show was so good though. I'm glad that one. That's success.
I know that you kind of feel like it's there's justice because they won.
Yeah. RDJ. Oh, Oppenheimer. It's all three of them. Okay. Yeah, it was Emily Blunt. That was the
other okay. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that is a really nice dress.
Yeah, and like it's a weird cut, but it kind of works. It's kind of like Hourglass or Black Widow, even.
It's tasteful too. Like it's interesting while still being tasteful.
Yeah.
I don't know what is Cillian Murphy. What is that weird tie thing he's got going on?
It looks like a napkin.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Is that like it's almost like an Austin Powers like is that like a British or European tie thing?
Groovy, baby.
That's what it reminds me
of. I will say I was very impressed with this movie.
Yeah, and this was a long one too. It was over 3 hours, I believe. But I watched it in 2 parts, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that slow.
I watched it straight through, and it did not.
You did?
Yeah, it did not feel like. That was a very apropos yawn right there.
I know. I took a nap too. I took a 2-hour nap, and I'm still yawning.
It's like, yeah, to me this one didn't feel like I haven't seen Amy Watts in a while. I didn't feel like I didn't feel like this one like Oppenheimer was that long. It moved to me. The editing was done well. I felt the editing was done well.
Yeah, I thought it moved. It moved pretty fast. It wasn't too bad. It deserved to win the awards it did, and I hope it sweeps those same ones.
I think it's definitely winning Best Picture. I mean, there's a couple I still haven't seen yet, but
yeah,
I think it's definitely going to win Best
Picture. I hope so. I really hope so. I hope it sticks with that.
I mean, for the Oscars, whether it wins.
Yeah. I hope that
fine,
too.
But yeah. All right, this is our little moment of
silence. Oh, this is where I'm gonna forget that all these people pass and be like, and then get sad all over again that these people are gone. Because we were just talking about on the Percy Jackson episode, we were just talking about that Lance, what's his name that passed away this year?
Lance Reddick.
Oh, yeah. Angus Cloud from Euphoria. I forgot about that.
Oh, Euphoria. Is that the one with the little girl that's like living all sexed up life or whatever?
Yeah. Zendaya. She plays like a drug addict.
It was Zendaya. Okay, it was Zendaya. Yeah. Dick Butkus. I didn't know Dick Butkus was an actor.
Who is that?
He's a football player. He's from the Bears, but I didn't realize he had acted. I have no idea who that is.
That guy looked familiar. Julian Sands. I don't know who that was.
Yeah. A lot of these I'm unfamiliar with, actually. Barry Newman. Huh. Yeah, some of these I'm like, oh, that's Randall's birth father.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think I remember hearing about that.
I didn't realize he passed. Okay.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that several months ago.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was gonna say she was young, but that was a very old video. Suzanne. Oh, that's right. Suzanne Summers passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark Margolis. Yeah. Yep. Treat Williams.
Yeah, I was sad
Michael
about Treat
Gambon.
Williams.
Oh, I didn't realize. So now there's
Yep,
no more. Now there's no more living Dumbledores.
right.
Tina Turner. Paul. Oh, Pee Wee Herman. Yep. Yep. Michael Learn. I didn't realize he passed.
Forgot about Paul Rubens again, man. Like
There he is.
forget about
There he is.
Lance Reddick. Yep.
Yep. Oh, the original Harley Quinn. Okay. I didn't realize she passed.
Oh.
Lisa Kwan. Topol. Yeah, a lot of the Tom Sizemore. I don't think I realized he passed.
Oh yeah.
From Black Hawk Down. Well, that's what I
Yeah.
think of him from. I know he's done a lot more than that, but I think
He
it was
had issues with drugs for years.
Oh, okay. He was a drug related death.
I don't know if it was drugs in the end, but he did have a problem for years.
Oh, that's right. I did.
Oh yeah. See, this is whenever I
Arthur?
watch these, I forget about all of these.
Yeah. Carl Weathers.
Yeah, that was recent.
Dylan, you son of a bitch. Tom Wilkinson. Oh, Chandler.
Yeah. Oh, that guy too. Tom Wilkinson. He's familiar. Oh, Matthew Perry.
Harry Belafonte. Yeah, that was a big one. That was a good one to end on, Harry Belafonte. He was, I think he had some kind of social contributions too, not just acting.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar to me.
Yeah. All right, I guess we got Best Actor. That's obviously one of the big ones. Jeff Goldblum. I realized Jeff Goldblum announced this in the past. What Jimmy Fox win for?
Oh, Ray.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That
was what, like 2006 or something?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right. Denzel was Training Day. At least I'm assuming it's Training Day because that's what he won his Oscar for.
Yeah, it must have been.
Although he did have Best Supporting before. Didn't he win Best Supporting for I'm blanking on the name of it. It was a Civil War movie. I'm blanking on the name of it. Not Glory?
Yeah, you might be right. Was it Glory?
Yeah. Brendan Fraser.
Man, The Whale.
That's right. The Whale.
That movie was just like.
And he kept the weight on after the film, I guess.
Well, he looks they showed him he looks a lot thinner now.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is that's
him right there? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he's slowly but surely dropping the weight back off.
He just seems like the nicest, sweetest guy.
As much as I love The Mummy, one of my guilty pleasure movies, I can't look at him and not think of George of the Jungle.
I know.
Like he will always be George of the Jungle to me.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
So this was Cillian Murphy before. Honestly, I've seen all these so far except for American Fiction. And like the same thing like with Best Picture, like I know The Holdovers isn't going to win, but like this one, same thing. Like I would kind of like to see Paul Giamatti win.
Yeah.
I know he won't because and even this guy, Coleman Domingo, I like this movie. I liked Rustin. But Paul Giamatti was very good. Oh, actually, wait. He won something in the Globes, didn't he?
Paul Giamatti?
Yes, he did. I remember him accepting an award. But I don't know what it would have been because Cillian Murphy won Best Actor.
Was he? No, he wasn't Best Supporting.
There's no way Paul Giamatti was Best Supporting. I remember him. It was like very early in the show though, and I remember him up there holding an award.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got to see American Fiction because that's the only one I have left out of my kind of Best Actor ones. I guess kind of Best Picture ones too.
Mm.
Well, other than Barbie, which
Yeah,
I'll get to it eventually.
I think American
Killian?
Fiction. Yeah.
I mean, I will say Cillian Murphy was excellent.
Killian? I think it's Killian.
Oh, is it Killian? Oh, what did I say? I said Cillian. Yeah, that's my fault.
Yeah, because
I didn't mean to say that.
Irish,
Yeah.
the C's are like a hard sound.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that.
I messed up my hair for Jennifer Aniston, and I cannot get it right. After that, I really took one for the team with that one. I think I finally fixed it, I think. That was a good 45 minutes ago.
Yeah. You know what? You know the parts of Oppenheimer that I really felt Cillian Murphy was excellent in are the kind of present. Obviously, it's not present tense, but like the more present tense scenes where he's in the deposition room.
Yeah,
I thought those scenes were just he was out of this world on. You know. I think honestly, I know there's no SAG for this, but at best editing, Oppenheimer's a shoo-in for as well. That was so well done the way they cut in and out of the older scenes when they're developing the bomb and back to then back to the current scenes where they're in the deposition room and the Senate confirmation room that RTJ is doing. So I just very well edited film. I wouldn't mind. I mean, at this point, I guess Devine's probably the favorite to just sweep all of them, but I really wouldn't mind if Oppenheimer swept, if all three of them won an award. Like if he won, if RJ won, and if Emily Blunt won.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I would feel like that would be justified.
Because I would, of the three of them, if you put a gun to my head and said which Oppenheimer actor did the best job, like 1-to-1, I would say Emily Blunt.
They were all really strong.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. Like you could tell she was kind of that. She knows he's this, kind of playboy type of, but still this genius. So kind of not to get in his way too much. And you could kind of tell like they didn't really know how to be a couple, but they still kept it together because of maybe societal expectations at the time or whatever. You're a person with a lot of intrigue and gravitas, so you have to kind of be a couple. And, like you could feel like she kind of her character kind of got that. So even though like maybe she couldn't stand him or maybe she didn't like the way that he treated her or treated their relationship or whatever, they still kind of stuck together.
Yeah, she kind of kept up appearances.
Yeah, and then that scene at the end, where she testified in front of the deposition, like
that
was the best.
That was the best.
Where she told the prosecutor to basically piss off. What do we got here? They're all showing color purple.
This is the color purple.
Are they announcing a category, or is it just kind of like the Oppenheimer thing?
Before, like, they'll probably at the last award will be best picture. So they're just like taking the time to like show a clip of each movie that's nominated.
Oh, I think we're doing best actress. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Halle Berry. That was oh shoot. Monsters Ball, was that what it was called?
Yeah. I think that was.
Yeah. Meryl Streep. I don't remember what Meryl Streep was, but she's also won about half a dozen.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's won several times, so
yeah.
Who knows what it was?
Yeah. That
was for The Help.
Oh, maybe that's Jessica Chastain. Is that what she won for?
Oh, maybe no. I mean, she's been in a lot
The
too.
first, the first Jessica Chastain role that comes to my mind is Zero Dark 30. So what does that tell you?
Oh no, she's been like every year she's in something that's nominated. I swear.
Yeah, she's got a few. Oh, and she's announcing.
She won last year.
Did she?
Usually they have the ones who win the year
Yeah,
before present. So she must have won last year.
yeah. Well, I know the Oscars do that. I didn't know realize SAG did that as well. Well, Breaking Bad obviously didn't win last year.
Oh, 2 years ago?
Yeah, they must just be mixing it up because I mean they had Breaking Bad do Ensemble.
Well, no, but I think the actor awards, it's usually the person like Brendan Fraser won last year, didn't he?
Was no, The Whale wasn't last year, was it?
I think it was last year.
Oh, I will say Annette Bening was excellent in this.
Is that like salt on her face?
Probably it could be. It's definitely it's stuff from the water.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's actually no, it's probably her because she won the Globe.
Right. She's gonna win again.
But even with this one, I mean, I didn't see Poor Things either, but like I thought Carrie Mulligan was excellent in this.
Yes, she was great.
Yeah. This was the sad part about this movie, and well, another YouTuber comment. What's up, Drew? Dropping in. How are you?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, that Maestro. The thing with Maestro was, I found that to be the writing of it, maybe even the direction was like so odd, like it kind of didn't flow to me. But the acting was so superb.
Didn't Bradley Cooper direct it?
Oh, you're right. I think he did, or
I think he
produced it,
did.
directed or produced it.
I think he was. Yeah, I knew she would win.
Yeah. That one's not holding serve, or it is holding serve, I should say. I mean, she was also excellent in that.
Yeah, she was good.
I mean, you saw like the emotion when her sister passed.
Hmm.
And that was, like I said, like the story behind Killers of the Flower Moon. It's an excellent story, and it definitely illustrates like all the BS that the American Indians went through.
Hmm.
So I feel like it was an excellent story to tell. I just think it just would have been served better in a different format.
Yeah.
Yeah. She definitely has to be really Native American too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, she was the part of the movie that like kept me like watching it because she was so good. Because Leo was kind of Leo.
He was the fake teeth were just like
His like lips like this big.
he I don't know, he was just such like a little critter in that he was just so gross.
He's
Like he was supposed to be like a redneck. Like he was kind of supposed to be like trashy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just funny seeing him like that, though, like with the fake teeth and like he was like dumb and like her and her sisters are sitting around and they're like, oh, he looks good, but he's dumb, and like they're talking shit about him, and like it's just funny that they treated him like he was so good looking, but he just wasn't, didn't have a lot upstairs. And
yeah, he was like podunk dumpy backward kid. And like what pissed me off about him is the fact like it felt like he was in this whole kind of like white man marry someone from this Indian tribe that's got all this old oil money, that sort of thing. But at the same time, like he also kind of came off like he was really in love with Molly the whole time. And it's just like, dude, pick a side.
Yeah.
Either be this slimy, grungy, money greed white man, or like actually care about your wife.
Well, by the end, obviously when you find out what happens after, like she ends up leaving him and marrying some other guy. So
Well, that's good. That's
obviously
a little bit better.
that didn't last. So
God, I can't imagine why.
yeah.
Between that and Robert De Niro, his sleazy scumbag uncle or whatever their relationship was.
Yeah, funny story about that movie. It took me 3 sittings to watch it. I just finished it this morning. It took me 2 nights, and then I fell asleep last night. So like I watched the last 45 minutes today, but like that for some reason the dialogue sound wise was not equal to all like the music and the other things. So when there was shooting on screen, or when like the oil was like bursting out of the ground, my in-law's dog is staying with us, and he like would get all scared. So he like came over and like sat as close to me on the floor as he could, with the oil shooting up through the ground. Like it made such a loud noise that he was terrified.
You had surround sound without having surround sound.
Well, we have a sound bar, but it's like the sound was just like it whenever there was music or like an explosion, it would just blow you. It was just blow you out of the room, because like the dialogue was so quiet, and then it was just like like blows your eardrum out. So
that was a good moment, but it's second to your Jennifer Aniston hairdo reassembling.
I finally, it's this side. Finally, like, got it mostly good.
Got it mostly good. What do we got here? Motion picture cast. Okay. So it's not really motion picture, it's motion picture cast. Well, what do we got here? What's this one? Oh, that's the NASA scientists.
Yeah, Hidden Figures.
Yeah. Hidden Figures. Black Panther. Oh, R.I.P. Chadwick. Talk about something that came out of the blue. He was fighting that cancer silently.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What's this one? That's Parasite? Is that what it was?
Oh, Parasite I did see. That was a crazy good movie. It was nuts.
Crazy good.
I didn't see that Everything Everywhere or Everything All at Once. I didn't see that one. I heard some conflicting things about that. People are like, yeah, that movie was fucking weird.
Yeah. Parasite was Jeff Goldblum out here. Okay.
She looks like she's aged pretty naturally.
Yeah, she has. She honestly, she would be an example of someone that aged gracefully, because she just looks like an older version of herself.
Right, and she looks her age, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Although I still see her, and the first role I think of is I think it was called Treasure Island. She was a pirate. She's a female pirate.
I see her and I always think of A League of Their Own, which is like one of my it's probably like maybe one of my top 10 favorite movies, like maybe ever.
Here we have a sports movie that you liked and I didn't.
Yeah. There's so many good quotes from that movie.
Yeah. And that was and it's funny you think of that movie, you don't think of Tom Hanks, and I think he won an award for it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Jeff Goldblum is always Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Like he's just Jeff Goldblum playing X. Jeff Goldblum playing
Y. And he does like those commercials for, what is it, like hotels. I don't remember what apartments.com. I don't know what the hell
I think that's what it is.
But he just gets paid to be himself.
Yeah. And he's one of those people that is naturally funny with a dry sense of humor, which I think is rare, because I feel like when you're naturally funny, it's kind of like you're a little bit goofy, like being naturally funny and having a dry sense of humor is kind of rare. But they're like Jeff Goldblum is completely dry. But it's just his delivery is just hilarious every time you have a normal conversation. You just laugh.
Oh, they're just going through the nominees? Yeah, okay.
So this one, I mean, I hope it's Oppenheimer.
I hope so too.
Yeah. Because like I said, I mean, that's one where I could see all three of the actors winning an award. So, and like I said, Killers of the Flower Moon, it was just Lily Gladstone that I thought was exceptional. The other two were kind of forgettable. Well, not forgettable, but maybe regrettable. Yeah, okay.
I was like, good, I'm going to flip my shit if Barbie wins.
Can you imagine?
I'm going to flip over a table.
Binge the Ginge, the newest WWE superstar. Yeah, this was even like the side roles. Like, you hated the prosecutor, but he was very good. I mean, the fact that you actually hate him. So, like, yeah, like even the whatever roles in this were.
Even there were Jack Quaid was in it, and Josh Hartnett. A lot of like people had smaller roles, but everyone was really solid.
Yeah, and what's funny is the first time you saw him, I was like, "Is that Josh Hartnett?"
Yeah. He had glasses too, so you didn't really recognize him.
Right. Yeah, and there was somebody. Oh, Rami Malek.
Right.
And he was like it was funny. Like the first two times you saw him, he didn't even have a line, and then he winds up being the pivotal role to defeat Strauss's cabinet confirmation.
There's just a million. Oh, and that guy. All I think of him from is 10 Things I Hate About You and the Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
I think his name is Michael something. The guy who's standing next to the guy with the beard.
Oh! I thought you meant the guy with the beard.
No, yeah, the guy in like the burgundy suit right there with the handlebar mustache. He's been in things years ago, but he hasn't been in anything in a while. But there's a lot of, even Josh Hartnett. I mean, he has been in stuff, not really anything I've seen, but I know he has Casey Affleck.
Affleck. That's right.
There's just like there's like 20. Jack Quaid played a small part. He's not on stage, but a million people.
Yeah, like everyone wanted a piece of this movie.
And it's like even anyone with one line or two lines was just great. For the little bit that they were in it.
It was kind of like because this was also a Nolan film, Inception. Yeah, Inception.
Yeah.
Inception had so many big name actors in it, but in that one they all kind of felt like they all kind of had a prominent role in the story. And Oppenheimer, obviously, that's like we're just talking about, that wasn't the case.
Right.
Yeah. I kind of like that they do that. It's not like the best picture thing, but it's kind of like everybody gets one, because obviously the acting categories, you can only have one winner for a film or a show. Idris is being Mr. Cool Guy with the sunglasses indoors.
Yeah. in an already dark room. I like the way they have it lit. It's nice, but it's already dark.
It is still a dark room, despite the lighting. It is.
I do like his very spiffy all black suit.
All black suits look so good.
Yeah. That's pretty spiffy.
The next time I go on a spending spree in the event I have another wedding to go to, I gotta get something all black.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It just
Can't go wrong.
It looks so good. You just got to make sure you use plenty of Head and Shoulders. But imagine walking in and looking like a snowy night or something.
We odd story, but at Central I met Ron Jeremy, and I took a picture with him, and he had like a black t-shirt on, and he did have a lot of visible dandruff. I just would like to say that.
Did you ever post that? I feel like I recall that picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like several, like this was like 2009 or 2008. So yeah. And he was like maybe like 5'6", like not very
he's
tall.
a little guy.
He's like a little taller than me, maybe like 5'7".
So his claim to fame very much is opposite of his stature.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Just goes to show you.
And he made a comment.
Can't control it.
I was like 21, but this was when I had braces when I was in college, and he made a comment to me that I looked young. I think, like as if to say, like
you still haven't aged a day, so
as if to say, like should you be here or something? Like I don't know. Like
should you be here listening to a porn star do a presentation?
Was he like, is this girl 16? Like, should I be taking a picture with her? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he was
get sued later.
Maybe he was a little bit afraid. I don't know.
Yeah, that could have been. Well, it's a good show. I guess we got to wrap up. I mean, everything pretty much fell into line. Other than those two.
It was just two. It was Pedro Pascal and who else?
It was Elizabeth Debicki.
But that was how the Golden Globe went. But we think that they combined. But it was different.
Yeah.
They didn't do Best Supporting, did they?
They did not. Which I think
just did.
I think that was what Sarah Snook won. I think that must have been supporting.
Yeah, I think so. So really, I would just say, I mean, it was a little different with the supporting versus the non-supporting. So, I mean, really the only outlier was Pedro Pascal that just didn't go according to.
Right. One.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see some other ones just so someone else can get some hardware. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how this follows suit to the Oscars. I mean, I definitely think Oppenheimer's taking Best Picture. I would like to see the thing I have with Bradley Cooper and Maestro for the Oscar. Like that performance felt like his Revenant for Leo.
I do think it's probably the best performance that Bradley Cooper has ever done.
Yeah, but the other thing is like that's such a loaded category. Like Coleman Domingo was very good in Rust, and Paul Giamatti was very good in The Holdover. Killian was excellent. Jeffrey, I mean, I haven't seen American Fiction. You did. Bradley Cooper was transformative.
Right.
And I think Lily Gladstone's going to be hard to beat. However, I can say with absolute certainty that Annette Bening and Carey Mulligan are both extremely deserving for their roles as well.
I should try to watch Naiad before the Oscars.
Yeah. You won't be disappointed. I very much enjoyed Naiad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That one. And then what else? Did you see Poor Things? I still got to see Poor Things.
I went to try to watch it today. I was like, should I just? And I couldn't find it available with what I use. So I was kind of like took that as a sign that I shouldn't bother watching it tonight, or today. But I don't know. I'm still kind of conflicted with that one. I like I said, there's like an 85-90% chance I'm just gonna hate it. And like I'm just going into it knowing that I'm probably going to not like it. So I don't know. No, I don't know if there's a point in me watching something that I'm gonna definitely not like.
I don't think you'll hate it. I thought Naiad was very well done.
Mm.
Yeah. Poor Things, I've heard things about.
That's what I mean. Poor
Oh,
Things
sorry. I thought you
is
were still on Naiad. Sorry.
no Naiad. I was maybe gonna watch that. But then I was like, oh, is that another one of those Oscar nominees that's like slow and boring? I kind of thought it might have been one of those.
Yeah. No, that not slow at all. But I okay, so yeah, Poor Things, I hear you hear
Yeah, Poor Things, I think I'm just gonna hate it. Like
Mhm.
I would like poop my own pants if I actually somewhat liked it.
Yeah. And what else do we have? Color Purple. I've gotta try to get around seeing that. I'll force myself to watch Barbie just for the sake of it.
A Barbie
Uh,
had like two funny moments, but like it's kind of it.
yeah. And that might kind of wrap it up for the most part. I've done pretty well job catching up on the movies. It also helps that they pushed the Oscars back to March. I don't know why, but they did.
Yeah, well, I think that's how it originally used to be.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
It's always been February to me, but maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I think the past couple years, like, wasn't it in April? Well, didn't it not happen one year? And then, or maybe I'm thinking of Golden Globes that didn't happen. I can't remember which one they like canceled a year or two ago.
Well, there was one that I don't know whether they canceled or they did it virtual with COVID. And then there was another year where the timing was messed up because of the strike.
Right. So, I want to say the Oscars last year or the year before, or the year before that was in like mid-April. It was very late one year.
I can't. Yep. You know what? I actually don't doubt that, but that just sounds so weird to me. Like, how is the Oscars in April?
Yeah, I mean it was late in April.
Yeah, that's like baseball. Oscars in baseball. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's almost like Super Bowl, Daytona 500, Oscars.
Yeah, I think maybe like 10 years ago or so, I think Oscars used to be either very end of February or first weekend in March. So they have pushed it back a little bit. Um
Yeah,
but I think it's only like 2 weeks later than it used to be
yeah.
ish.
Well, that's our show, and obviously our regular listening episodes you can always find on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. When we break down shows just in their own merit, and these little live shows that we do for the award shows. Golden Globes went well. I think this one went well, and obviously we got one more to do with the big Kahuna with the
Mm.
Oscars. Follow us both Instagram and TikTok. Binge the Gins. Dots between the words on Instagram, not on TikTok, and myself, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto. That is the number 2 on both Instagram and TikTok. Until the next real review, or until the next awards live show. Red and Red signing out.